Good morning and welcome to Bayhaven TV. I'm your anchor, Anthony Duhon. We have breaking news from the area. Mr. Clarence Earl Gideon is awaiting retrial after the Supreme Court ruled his favor. We'll go live to the courtroom in a few minutes. Gideon's story started on June 3rd, 1961, when he was convicted of breaking and entering in the Bay Harbor pool room. He was poor, so he could not afford a lawyer for his retrial. Gideon knew the Constitution and that the Sixth Amendment should have granted him a lawyer. According to Deputy Sheriff Fred Andrews, if you do not have an attorney, one will be appointed to you. In Gideon's case, this was not true.
I'm not ready, Your Honor.
Why aren't you ready?
I don't have a lawyer.
Why not? Didn't you know your case was set for trial today?
Yes, sir, I knew.
Why then did you not secure counsel and be prepared to go to trial?
I don't have the money. I said I want you to appoint a lawyer to represent me in this trial.
Mr. Gideon, I'm sorry, but I cannot appoint counsel to represent you in this case. Under the laws of the state of Florida, the only time the court can appoint counsel to represent a defendant is when that person has been charged with a capital offense.
According to Lavelle Pitts, the deputy sheriff, Gideon was in and out of jail a lot. Judge McCrae denied his request, and the jury found Gideon guilty. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Gideon found out that he was right, so he sent letters to the Supreme Court demanding a retrial. The Supreme Court never grants letters, but they did in Gideon's case. In 1963, the case began. Gideon was represented by Abe Fortas. He was a lawyer who later became a Supreme Court justice. He was put against Louis L. Wainwright, who represented Florida. In March, the Supreme Court found that Gideon was right. All of the justices ruled in favor of Gideon. Justice Hugo Black wrote the majority opinion. Justice Chief Earl Warren stood beside him. Today, Gideon faces a retrial. Gideon didn't want the lawyer appointed to him, so he chose Fred Turner. Now we go live to the courtroom.
Clarence Earl Gideon, the jury finds you not guilty. Court is adjourned.
In a statement by Peggy Brandon, the law changed forever because of one man named Clarence Earl Gideon. Attorney General Robert F. Kennedy made a statement. Remarked about the case if an obscure Florida convict named Clarence Earl Gideon had not sat down in prison with the pencil and paper to write a letter to the Supreme Court, and if the Supreme Court had not taken the trouble to look over the merits and one crude petition among all the bundles of mail and must receiving every day, the vast machinery of American law would have gone on functioning undisturbed. But Gideon did write that letter. The court did look into the case. He was retried, and the help of competent defense counsel, found not guilty and released from prison after 2 years of punishment for a crime he did not commit. And the whole course of legal history has been changed. That's all for Bayhaven TV today. I'm Anthony Duhon. Have a good day.